That's right. There's nothing we can do about that, but the fact is they backed up from the position of absolutely providing us a 60-day letter to the position of, if we can mitigate this radon, and if you can take care of the safety concerns that we have, then we can sit down and we will discuss renewing your lease. The management level that we're speaking with, which is basically like a step above director down, I don't really get. I get that they're being given orders, and that they're just following those, that they don't have a dog in the fight, as they say. On this particular incident, we may have dodged the bullet, but what are we going to do in the future? What is Bisbee going to do, and what are we going to be in order to remain a viable city? Now we can say, oh, it's really cute, you know, to be a nice little quaint town that has nice little shops downtown and a couple great restaurants and so forth, and that's fine, but it doesn't necessarily bring people here. We need to think about, what do we want to do when we grow up? What is Bisbee going to be in the future? Now, Bisbee could be Gleason in the future if we're not careful, or in any number of mining towns that we have throughout the Southwest. And that's kind of what is up to us as individuals. So what I wanted to do today is discuss the fact that we perhaps need to diversify. You know, when we start investing our monies, what do they tell us? Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Don't bet on one thing, because when it falls through, that's gone. You know, if you're in business, you hope to have more than one client. In case that client gets run over by a bus, your business is gone. So what are we going to do as a town, in, even if we have to use the old term, reinvent ourselves? What do we have to offer? What does Bisbee, when you think of Bisbee, what do you think? What's the first thing that pops in your mind?
Nice weather, blue skies, you can see the stars.
Exactly. That's one of the first things. Weather. Sonora. Sonora. Tourist destination. What else? Community. Retirement, is that fit, or just community and then retirement community? Tell me what you mean by community. That's really like a sense of community. Okay, is that all right? Sense of community, and right, that's separate from retirement. Okay, and retirement community is, let's put that, yeah, okay. All right.
Hospital.
Hospital. So medical facilities.
County seat.
County seat. Scenic drive. Good. And entertainment, that's fine. Let's go ahead and put entertainment, that is good. So these are all attributes, right? Every one of them. So in business, if we're looking at doing something, we look at what are the good things that we have, and then we use a word that's sometimes unpopular here. How can we capitalize on that?
Colleges, high school, grade school.
Education. You're right. We have the ability of getting good education through the college and university. Absolutely. So we have our attributes, and now we think, how do we capitalize on those? How do we throw some things together? And that's what I'm hoping we can think about. And there's a difference between sitting here, you know, and thinking, oh, we could do X and Y, and thinking about not only could we do it, but it's viable, and here's some ways that we can get there. All right? Let me bring up a couple things a couple notes that I made just as an idea to throw out, because it fits with so many of these. It's interesting. We all of us that live in Bisbee tend to think all of us that live here and love this place think of some of the same attributes. Those are, let me give you an idea of astronomy. Now, we know that Tucson, Arizona, which is 100 miles away, is listed as the most astronomy-friendly city in the nation. And that's because they have city ordinances having to do with lighting. The lights have to shine down because of Kitt Peak. Many, many people come to the Bisbee area for stargazing, for star nights, they often call it. Nick was right. We have an airport that's city property that we could have events at. These events bring a large number of people. But what else do we have? Something very cool that I'll bet probably not 10% of you know about. Within less than an hour from Bisbee is the largest telescope in Mexico. Unbelievable. It's an unbelievable place, right? Now we have our partners in Sonora that our mayor's been working with that want to help develop tourism and and looking at things that they have. Perhaps the way that we do some of these things is we develop a binational situation where people come to a region and work together.